Welcome. It is time to illuminate the path to your true potential.
Take a good look at the pain in my face before you walk away. Memorize all the hurt in my eyes, not what I say. I'm gonna give you what you wanted, though my heart will never stop. Tell you that I'm fine even though I'm not. You're gonna know for the rest of your life this is true. I'm never getting over you. I'm never getting over you. Well, that was nerve-wracking. I'm working on it. Anyway, those of you who are led here, anyone who's led here has had a broken heart, including myself many times over. However, this is a time to reflect and to heal, genuinely heal. We don't heal by getting bittered by someone. We don't heal getting bittered at the situation, at the person who hurt us, the situation that hurt us, whatever that is. We don't heal if we get stuck in the past and deal with the wouldas, couldas, and shouldas, right? We're just here to understand, gaining the wisdom and to why these things happen to us. That we're not victims, because we're divine children of God, okay? And while these unfortunate things happen to us, it is for a reason. And I know for me, I've learned so much through the heartache, through the heartbreak, through the disappointment, through the betrayals, through the backstabbing, through people walking out of my life, which led to me learning when to walk away from other people, to understand my value and my worth and my own power. And what doesn't align, what's not for me, is not for me. As hard as it is, excuse me, confirmation burps as I call it, it's not for me. So why stay in those situations? Why stay in those relationships? A lot of you are dealing with heartbreak from love, like committed relationships or unrequited love, maybe for some of you, okay? Yet, think of it this way. If some of you are harboring over this angst, over this uncomfortability, this heartbreak that you're dealing with, know that that's only part of the story. It's only part of your story. It's only one piece of the puzzle. And the song that I just sang is by a wonderful group that broke up a while ago because one of the couples broke up. They're called Gone West. The song is I'm Never Getting Over You. And it's funny because I had to do a couple of takes before I felt comfortable with what came through. Actually, what's on this video, I wanted to do it again because I still felt a little nervous, but my angels, my guides were like, let it go, Jess. It doesn't have to be so perfect. You're easing into this. If you didn't watch my previous Friday message, they want me to start my videos by singing a song that ties into the topic that my guides and my angels that God want me to speak to. And that is nerve-wracking for me. Like, I love singing. I don't have a bad singing voice, but it's the nerves get the best of me, right? So I had to really just ease into it and just pretend like nobody was watching. But even then, even talking about the title of the song, there's something here where there's uncomfortability, there's uneasiness, right? I'm not sure what this message is gonna say. Yeah, I've been heartbroken and I was led to this, and what is this gonna tell me? But just know that what comes through, while there's raw truth here, there is peace, there is reassurance, there is comfort in this. because there is purpose in the pain. And I'm sure a lot of us have heard about this. And so as I go through these channeled messages, later on in this video, you're going to have the ability, the opportunity to choose an angel that is going to help you with this heartbreak. It could be the divorce that you're going through. It could be even a job loss, okay, guys? It doesn't have to be about love. It can be where I'm hearing the one that got away, you know, someone that you really cared about, you let them go, or you took advantage of their love or them, or there's the situation or something. You didn't do something. Maybe you feel like you failed a child, or you failed a parent, or you failed yourself. You're at an age where I could have done more, I could have done better, I could have done these things, right? Or maybe you're having a falling out with a friend, a parent, another loved one, a coworker, a child. It doesn't matter. But when we look into these songs, and I will tell you, this song came to me during the pandemic in 2020. And it had a very different meaning for me because it was dealing with my marriage that didn't work out at the time, even though the divorce had already been finalized, but it still felt like a fresh wound. Okay. I was married we were close to 10 years, okay, in my marriage, and I just couldn't fake it anymore. I tried to work it out. My partner said something to me that he couldn't change, and I was like, at the time, my husband at the time, and I said, I can't do this any longer. And as hard as it was to walk away from that marriage, I started to realize something about myself and say, you know, this isn't the end of my world, it's only the beginning. And my son was around 5-ish at the time, 5, 6. He didn't quite understand. He even is still trying to emotionally process this, and he turned 17 in a few months. And I know I'm still trying to process a little bit of it. Last week I had a conversation with my husband about my son, about, you know, some things, and I mentioned something to my husband that I pointed out, and I broke out in tears, which tells me that, let's say, I think it's going to be 9 years since my divorce was finalized, okay? Over 10 years since I filed for it, because at the state I lived in at the time, we had to wait 2 years in order for it to be granted. Anyway, it helped me realize while I was talking to my ex-husband after all these years, there was still this clearing out that I needed to do with that relationship. But here's the thing, guys. I do not fault myself, him, anything, no one, for that marriage falling apart. There was a reason for it. And I'm so much better for it. And I know my ex-husband is learning from it. He's been growing from it. My son too. I was breaking a generational pattern, a karmic pattern about staying in these marriages that aren't aligned with your truths. These marriages where you're faking it to make it all the time, and there's no true passion there. There's no true, I'm hearing sex. There's no true love there. Where you do go through challenges, but you work through them, and you don't decimate the other person as you're going through the challenge. Someone who's like your best friend, right? Someone you can high five and stuff, and someone who sees you for who you really are and doesn't try to change you to be someone that you're not, but also somebody who values you, the warts and all, right? Values your dreams and your passions, backs you up. They may not agree with you with everything, but they see the potential. If you want to pursue that, you pursue that, whatever this is. But in my family, there was no real equal give and take in relationships. And I had to learn that the hard way, but I'm all better for it because I've gained so much wisdom on how to be better, a more aligned version of myself, a higher version of myself, a different level of Christ consciousness, and really getting closer to God through everything, and knowing who I am, what I truly want, what I truly desire, honoring my needs, But at the same time, balancing out, honoring the needs of others, right? But not overgiving, not overdoing it. That's what I did for so many years, not just in my relationship, but in my marriage, but in my friendships, at work, in my previous career. But here's the thing. I'm not angry, I'm not bittered over the fact that I put all that time and effort, years, love, blood, sweat, tears into that marriage, and then becoming a mom about 2 years after I got married, and I'm still grateful. And I still hold space for my ex-husband. I still hold the love there. I've known him for more than half my life. You can't just shut that off. And if some of you are thinking, I put in so much time, invested this, and this person did this to me, and I can't believe I'm getting divorced when I'm like 50 and blah, blah, blah. I got divorced when I was like before, what was it? Before 40, 38, no, 35 I filed. And I'm 45 now, 10 years. But you know what? It's never too late for anything, like in my previous messages that I talked about. But the one thing, the love that I still hold for my ex-husband, even people before, after that I dated, friends betrayed me, backstabbed me, didn't support me, were faking it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here for you, and I'm gonna help you out with this, I'm gonna be your friend, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that support, but whatever. Nope. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then I started to change, and some of them didn't like it, or they were not really honoring my beliefs or my views on things, or they were thinking I was full of shit, or they were thinking I was being egotistical or prideful. I don't know, whatever. Could have been so many things. A lot of people were intimidated by me. A lot of people didn't really understand where I was coming from. And so I know a lot of people who had to walk away from me did so out of fear, did so the fact that they were not in alignment with where I was headed anymore. And that's what we have to understand, right? But it doesn't mean that we cut those people off completely. Yes, you can cut them off in the physical world, or you allow them to walk away from you, or you walk away from them, however it looks like. Yet, the soul lesson, thank you, Holy Spirit, the soul lesson in that connection doesn't go away. It's still a part of your soul, because that connection catapults you into who you are becoming, who God wants you to be, so that you can be in your full power and your full truth, tap into your full potential, and attract the relationships, not just romantic, my goodness, attracting the relationships of all forms that are more aligned with you. But you have to be in your truth first. You have to honor yourself first and respect yourself first and know exactly what you're really valuing. This is a great time with Saturn and Aries now. And now with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction happening on February 20th, I'm recording this on, what is it, the 18th, the 19th, the day before it. Balancing practicality, spirituality, it's more about understanding the truth. Love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much, right? Mariah Carey. That's funny, that came out of nowhere. What is it? Love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Couldn't say that I was blind. Here comes the high part. To let you go, I couldn't stand the pain inside, 'cause love takes time. It's crazy when they do this to me. Wow, I wasn't even thinking of that song until now. Love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Some of you, I'm hearing the archangels are putting it strongly in my spirit. You guys need to listen to that song. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry for a little bit. It's okay to be frustrated. I've been through this, but you can't stay in that. And you can't look at it like everybody like does this to me. This happens all the time and I'm the victim and these people suck ass and this. No. They are a reflection of you. That is the honest to God truth. And I know for me, I wouldn't be in the amazing relationship, the romantic relationship that I am in now, if it weren't for all the heartache and the heartbreak that I've been through, because I had to realize who I was dealing with, and I was dealing with myself through these people. My lower self, my fearful self, my low self-worth self, my lack of confidence self, my people-pleasing self. This is where the hard reality comes in with the Saturn, guys. This is understanding that Neptunian energy, fantastical things and romance and fairy tale stuff. Yeah, but you can have that fairy tale love, but it's like with Beauty and the Beast, there comes some challenges and some hardship and some truth. But it's being who you are and seeing past all the bullshit of what you think you're valuing in a relationship, what you think you're needing in a person, and understanding what is really going to provide the strong foundation for a magical, loving, harmonious relationship. And I know over time, I didn't date for 7 years, 6 years. I didn't date at all. I tried it. I learned some more things. I was in this twin flame relationship, right? It was a back and forth. All these people after I got married that I dated. And I learned even more about myself until God had said to me, you know what, Jessica, it's time for you to be in solitude. Go hermit. Really start learning to live for yourself and having fun by yourself and taking yourself out on dates and really doing some self-reflection on these relationships as to why they had to happen and how they're helping you to grow, how they're helping you to see who you really are, Jessica. And God's like, I need you to have this time, because love takes time to heal. It's like Time Heals All Wounds by John Cicada. There's so many, all these songs that can portray these energies that we're dealing with now and these changes that we're needing to make. And Saturn deals with time. Saturn doesn't rush. And he's a hard ass, like, hey, you need to slow down, right? Saturn's a slow planet. You need to slow your roll and you need to really be disciplined in going through the healing process. Disciplined in, you know what, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm not going to date. I'm not going to jump into these relationships. I'm not going to chase people. I'm not going to chase money. I'm not, whatever. It could be with work too, guys, but we're looking at relationships. And this whole video came to pass because the day of the eclipse, the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius that happened on Tuesday, February 17th, I couldn't sleep. And I woke up 43 in the morning. And God says, go on YouTube. I'm like, what am I doing? And the song that I sang at the beginning of this video showed up along with a whole bunch of other songs reminding me of my past. And then I went through this whole time warp, this back to the future thing of, I'm hearing out of time, back to the future. I went back to the future. I went back in time. And I started reflecting on all the friendships I had, the work relationships, even with bosses, like teammates, leaders, team leads, even my own family members, the previous guys that I dated, my marriage, right? All these other things. And so many people walked away until I had to learn to be the one to walk away first. And the crazy thing was, I thought that all these people had left my life But then God's like, they're still here, Jess, because they're part of your soul. There was a soul contract involved, which means that they're part of your soul's growth, which means they're also not going to fully leave you in the spiritual world. And I was learning to love those people regardless who they were. And yeah, you can love coworkers, because I had coworkers that they really helped me. They really did. And I was going through like, man, you know, we don't talk anymore. Like, I have no friends. I have my partner, and it's me and my cat here. My cat Midnight's still with my sister, but I have my son cat. I have my daughter cat with my sister, but me, Yoshi, the cat, my partner, my current partner, and I have family. All right, that's it. I don't have a 9-to-5 job, so I don't have coworkers. I don't have any more friends. I don't even have any more clients. I haven't had any clients for a long time. So it's like, but even all those people who crossed my path and I crossed theirs, it was really to help me realize that I wouldn't have the incredible man in my life now and the relationship that I have now if it weren't for all those other people. All of them, not just partners, like romantic partners. Yes, they're a big factor too, but everybody is a great teacher for us. And this new moon eclipse in Aquarius was hitting my 7th house of relationships. And it was opposite my North Node, Leo. Leo's about the heart, leadership, being in the spotlight, being confident and bold and brave. The heart of a lion, right? But learning how to balance the two. But I had to understand that I needed to shine my light more. And I was also being called to help illuminate the well-being of others, which is why I am the life illuminator. I wasn't doing that most of my life till God says, that's your purpose, Jessica. But you need to shine your light first. And I realized that all these relationships, I was allowing others to dim my light. And for a lot of you, this is what is going on. You are giving your power away to these people, and you want to stay the victim. Stay, oh, feel sorry for me. Woe is me. It's like 5 of Pentacles and Tarot. 5 of Cups. Oh, you know, depression, emotional baggage. A lot of you need to clear a lot of emotional baggage. A lot of you have to stop allowing these things where you get rejected, that you don't have support, that you don't have the resources, that you don't have the money, that you don't have these things, that you don't have these people to back you up, when you got to be the one to back yourself up first. You have to also understand that your angels are there, your passed on ancestors, your God, the universe. They're always there. And this is a great time for us to go talk to them, to connect with them. We can't stay stuck in this heartache, guys. We can't be heartbroken forever. And you know what the greatest thing of this was? With me going through all this heartbreak, and again, heartbreak with my career, with my previous marriage, with my parents, siblings, you name it, heartbreak with friends, okay? Heartbreak with my past 2 businesses and my YouTube channels that they didn't really materialize, okay? That's heartbreak too. All the disappointment, feeling like you're a failure. Why does this keep happening? What's going on? If you keep saying, why does this keep happening? Why is this happening to me? Understand that it's happening for you to get you to change for the better. You cannot experience greater change and greater blessings if you don't start with where you are at right now, and it starts with you. And the greatest thing that I've learned is that no matter what disappointment comes through that door, no matter who comes back around or whatever happens where I'm betrayed again, I'm backstabbed, people shut me out, people just cut me off, they block me, they whatever, they don't support me anymore. It lifts me up. It illuminates my well-being. It makes me shine brighter, and I'm a brighter beacon of light than I ever was before. You see the irony in this? Because you're like, Jessica, how can you have more confidence? How can you love yourself more? How can you shine brighter when these people do these things to you? It's because you learn that that person was supposed to get you to realize something about yourself. And sometimes God tests you to see how you're going to respond as opposed to react, to see how you're going to deal with the situation. This happened to me last year when I got this amazing opportunity to do readings and to counsel people at a spiritual center that was like 5 minutes from my parents' house. Met all these great people. They loved my energy. I made the owner cry one time when I was showcasing my healing bracelets, and everyone was shocked. And people would say, oh my God, at the time they're referring to me as Jess, every time you walk into a room, Jess, like the energy is so strong in here. And I was giving all this encouragement to people, and I was read for some people, and people were so excited about stuff, but then that all fell apart. Some people or someone didn't like me. And they turned practically everyone against me. And this was someone I was looking up to, or not looking up to, someone I was excited to meet, someone I was excited to work with, someone who was helping me to get my name out there with my second business and stuff, and nope. I had that door slammed in my face too. And I'll never forget that day, and I was cursing and yelling after I spoke to the lady on the phone when she said, like, you can't come and do your readings here anymore, you can't come help people here anymore, all this stuff. I let myself loose, and luckily nobody was in the house, so I just let it out. And God said, Jessica, don't harbor that anger in. And I said, what the fuck? This is fucking bullshit. I'm doing the righteous and just thing here. I'm trying to do my purpose and trying to help people and really bringing out the truth. But what they were saying was that I was instilling fear in people. Fear is an opportunity to look at and grow from it, to build your faith over that fear, to face those things that you don't want to look at because you know that that is what you need to change. That is what you need to go after, whatever that is. That fear is what's holding you back. Fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of ridicule, right? Well, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go after that. I don't want to go after that job. I don't want to move. I don't want to blah, 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 blah. Fear keeps us from the most miraculous things that God can ever bring us, because fear is the spirit of the devil, the enemy, right? The devil wants to limit us. You can't do that. That's not possible. You don't have this. You don't have that. How are you going to make that happen? Let me ask you this right now. Put in the comments, who has more power over you, the devil or God? You or the devil, who has more power? I hope you said God, or it's you. One of the two or both. People think, oh, the devil, like, manipulation and murder and abuse and, what I'm here, blackmail? Like crimes, right? People being evil. You could be very well being evil to your own self, acting evil because you're allowing the fear to consume you. You're allowing your shadow self to take over the light. You're allowing your limiting beliefs to keep you from achieving your true potential. And that devil evil energy also ties into victimization. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let this heartbreak dictate the rest of your life, your future? Or are you going to learn and grow from it? So that every time, like for me just last year, when you think everything's going right and you have friends, you have people trying to back you up and support you, and then they turn around and stab you with the knife that they've been holding the whole time. Learning when those things happen again, you get angry, you get pissed off. I remember I let that all out, and then you recover from it. You learn. And you know what I did that day? After I was letting God have it, but not in that way. I wasn't blaming God. I wasn't saying, God, how could you do this to me? I said, God, what is this? I did ask why, but I'm thinking, God, this sucks ass. I'm really pissed off. And God said, let it out, let yourself be angry. It's a human emotion. We can't be afraid of being angry either. And then what God did was, okay, now center yourself, talk to me. And I did. I was just talking. I was having a conversation like God was right there. I was letting it all out. He was hearing me with unconditional love. He was comforting me. And then I said a prayer. And I prayed for those people. And I said, God, I forgive them right here and now, for they do not know what they did. But I also know that I forgave myself because I had to give myself compassion too, because I did the best that I could. I followed my guidance from God, because God told me to take this opportunity when it presented itself. And he was teaching me. He was testing if I've learned some lessons. And I did learn some things because I shared a lot. I didn't ask more questions. And I'm not saying I'm a victim. I'm not saying that I'm putting myself to blame. But you know what this helped me learn? So when I come into meeting other business partners or other people to work with, I'm going to do things a little differently. But that doesn't say that we're never ever going to be betrayed or backstabbed or pushed out or kicked out in the future. That's part of life, guys. It's how you learn how to handle it with grace, which helps you to build yourself to be able to handle anything that happens in this world. In this world, in your world too. That way you always maintain a state of peace, a state of tranquility, and you're not harboring anger, resentment, and bitterness, because that affects your health. It also helps with boosting your faith and confidence in who you are and what God is trying to do in your life. This is very interesting because it's 33:39 on the clock. Some of you are seeing this smoke coming through. It's my incense. They actually told me to put incense on, which I normally don't do when I do these channelings. There's something here about somebody smoking or vaping or something catching on fire. I'm hearing going up in smoke. I'm hearing smoke in the mirror. Smoke and mirrors. Some of you, that smoke's getting in the way of seeing your true self and your true potential. Some of you, this is a literal thing about an addiction that you need to get over. That's for some of you, not all of you. Maybe some of you are angry because somebody has some sort of addiction and they're not overcoming it because of a health issue. I don't know. That's for some people. But the smoke and mirrors thing. Some of you, this smoke is getting in your way of seeing who you really are. Knowing who you really are. Distractions. What is distracting you? Some of you, your heartbreak is distracting you. Your heartache is distracting you. These relationships, these people are distracting you from healing. If you continuously find yourself like disappointment and heartbreak, but it's like, man, you feel really down about yourself and you're going through it and you're going through depression or something, like a 5 of Cups energy, think about this for a minute. I went through it. The guys I was dating, it never ended up like I had really I was wanting, I was expecting. Why? Because I was getting caught up in the smoke and mirrors. I was getting caught up in the distractions. I was getting caught up in me wanting to be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship. I was chasing, I was people pleasing, I was forcing the relationship. Not that I was like forcing my way in, but I was like, I gotta, whatever comes up, I'll take. Or like, you know, yeah, let me go date because I want to be by myself or whatever. Or let me just go do this and I'll find somebody. Let me go make the effort. Let me take God out of the equation and put myself first in finding love, right? But it never worked out for me. Why? Because I didn't fully heal from my marriage, my other relationships. I didn't feel from, my heart was still not clear. There was this thing also with my relationship with my own father that I thought I had forgiven, but I didn't until I moved back to Florida after I lost everything in 2022 of October 2022. And at that time I wasn't dating and I was like, okay, but I was still not ready for the love that God wanted me to have. I thought I wanted a particular love, but God's like, no, you want the higher love, like Steve Winwood. Bring me a higher love, right? I have that now. But I had to wait years. I had to be by myself for years because I realized what I was doing wasn't fucking working, guys. Get it through your head. What you're doing is not working, is it? But I have compassion for you because I've been through this. You can do better and you know it, but you have to understand, like, you have to take better care of yourself and your needs and your heart space. If you've gone through some crazy shit in your relationships, are you really healed from it? Can you deal with disappointment? Can you deal when you are in the higher love and you guys have a spat or something goes wrong or you have a challenge? Are you going to go into depression mode? Are you going to start drinking? Are you going to start smoking a whole 2 packs of cigarettes? Are you going to do drugs? Are you going to get all pissed off and get in your car and drive and being in this freaking hellhole because you can't handle the situation? Are you going to go back to your old patterns? Are you going to keep running away? Because I will tell you this, even in the relationship that I'm in now that is completely divine, we still have had our ups and downs and our challenges. And I was being tested and God's like, are you going to go back to your old self, Jessica? Are you going to shut down? Are you going to feel sorry for yourself? Are you going to feel like you're worthless? Are you going to feel like, oh man, it's my fault? Oh man, he doesn't, maybe I should break up with him. I'm going to walk away. Or maybe he doesn't really love me as much. You know, that type of shit. Maybe this is not the relationship I'm supposed to be in. This is trauma resurfacing. But when you gain the wisdom, when you've really done some true hardcore healing, guys, like Saturn will kick you in the ass to do the healing. And he will tell you, you need to take that time to do it. And let love come in unexpectedly out of fucking nowhere. This is exactly where my partner came from. I wasn't planning it. I wasn't chasing it. I didn't find him on a dating app. I found him at the car shop when I went to go get my taillight fixed. Some freak thing happened with my taillight and I found out there was water in my taillight. How the fuck does that happen? And my partner that I'm with now, he happened to work at the shop that my brother-in-law used to work at, which is why I went to that shop. You see how God orchestrates things, guys? And I was having the greatest time in my life, being single for so many years. And then later on, when we got serious, after I moved in with him, it was like we ran into some snafus. We ran into some challenges. I'm like, oh my God. I said, God, wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be like the super fairy tale, but remember what I said with fairy tales. That's why Beauty and the Beast is my favorite one. But it's more of reality. You can have this fairy tale love, but there's still realism in it. Again, Saturn conjuncting Neptune. In Aries, 0 point. New beginning, a whole new world. Latin, right? Aries, the pioneer, the trailblazer, the I am presence. I am bold, I am brave, I can do this. I can be independent, I can set myself apart. I can allow myself to be myself, because Aries is the sense of self. It's the first house in astrology. The warrior spirit. The warrior spirit is tying into doing what is right for you. Fighting for true causes. It's like, but the shadow side of Aries, ruled by Mars, can be, impulsiveness and wanting to fight all the time. Or if you get into a fight, you get into an argument, you shut down, you run away, the other person may get more fiery, whatever it is. It's like, how are you going to handle these situations? You can't keep repeating the same poor patterns, guys. You have to understand that through these relationships, like I learned through that eclipse on Tuesday, I'm so much better for it. And now I can handle these challenges in anything these days. With my new business, with my new relationship, right? All these things. Still having challenges with my dad, but then it's different with my father now. I used to fear my dad. I have a lot more, not that I never loved my dad. It's funny because if he watches this, it's going to be something else. But I've always loved my dad, but the love that's there has grown significantly. And you know what I also learned, just talking about my father and my other relationships, I went to go look deeper. I was digging deeper into better understanding why they did the things that they did, who they were in the past, their upbringing, their parents, my dad's parents, right? Like my ex-spouse's parents, his upbringing. I knew some stuff about that. I could not expect my ex-spouse to love me in the way I wanted because he didn't really have that. He didn't really have a lot of stuff. He didn't grow up the same way I did. He grew up in a third world country. I grew up here. It's compassion and understanding. And not putting the blame and pointing the fucking finger and putting fault on people for like your transgressions, your hardships, your challenges. How are you showing up in it? How are you showing up in your relationships? Because look, guys, newsflash. The harsh reality that I had to face was that I wasn't showing up in my relationships either. When you can face that truth, and you start realizing, yeah, you know what? I really need to do something about this. You're learning. You're growing. And that is setting you up for the greatest relationships you can ever have. And I'm glad I don't have any friends right now because God is going to bring me the ones that are more aligned. My whole soul tribe is changing again. It can only get better from here. It can only get better from here. But this is the truth about relationships. They're here not to hurt us, to break us apart. They're here to get us to see what we don't want to see. And when the heartbreak comes, when the betrayal comes, whatever this is, the breakup comes, whatever this is, the rejection comes, it's to get us to face our deepest core wounds. It's to get us to face what we are afraid to see about ourselves. And until we can do that, we are going to be stuck. And we're going to continue to be disappointed in love and people not valuing us and people breaking our hearts. And yeah, you can still have disappointment, a little bit of heartbreak in like the greatest love of all, but that's because it's real. It's because it's divine. True love does not come with instructions. True love does not mean that you're not going to go through challenges, or there may be some disappointments, or there's going to be a little bit of heartbreak somewhere, a little bit of disappointment, of feeling let down even. But you'll be better for it when you start to realize in those true, harmonious, divine relationships that you both can overcome anything. At any time, anywhere, any place. Is that just a Janet Jackson song? Anytime, anywhere, any place. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, it's angel card time. I'm going to have you guys choose 3 objects. I'm looking at my fireplace up here. A pink tree. Soft lighting, yellow lighting, like a light string, like fairy lights. And a white cat. A white cat. Let me get this in my memory. Pink tree is the first group. A yellow soft fairy lights is the second group. And the third group is a white cat. Okay. So how does God want me to do this time? Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with group 1. This is the angel that's going to help you with this heartbreak. Group 1. My guides are saying, my angels are saying, if you feel, if you can help support my channel in any way, look at the description box. There's many ways to support my work so that these messages can get out there. A lot of people are dealing with heartbreak, guys. Send this to somebody you know who's going through it. And it doesn't have to be about love relationships, guys. It could be through anything. Send that out there. It could be the prayer that they're needing to have answered. So check out the description box if you would like to work with me on how to better deal with this heartbreak like I have, because I've mastered that. I can handle the fuck out of anything. But it took me years to get here, guys, but I'm so grateful. So if you need some help with that, send me an email. My website's not ready yet. I can offer some things to help you through this, especially with mentorship. So Spirit wants me to take the top 3 cards for each group, but I'm just going to do it one at a time. The first group is the pink tree. Which angel is going to help you with this heartbreak? Holy moly. I knew. Ambriel, patron of physics. Physics. Somebody here still studying physics? I don't know. Patron of psychics and students. Ambriel here. Look at the pink. Look at that. Pink tree, and there's pink energy here. Pink aura is the higher heart chakra, guys. Okay? When you've done a lot of healing, when you've mastered the art of forgiveness, you've learned to love yourself and love others unconditionally, you cleared the heart chakra, which is green aura, right? Green colored. Archangel Raphael is tied to that. When you move to a higher level of forgiveness and Christ consciousness and unconditional love, you hit the higher heart chakra level. And when you clear that, that's when some phenomenal stuff happens to you, especially in love. Embryo helps with giving you more clarity. She provides psychic protection. She inspires curiosity. She supports those who are intellectuals. She also supports more truthful communication. And she helps with giving you the aha moment. Aha! What is that in? Coming to America, right? The barbershop, the Jewish guy, forgot his name. So if you want to work with Embryo, you can pause this deck, pause this video, and recite the incantation here. Okay, if you can see it there. Ooh, let me go move that because there's some other stuff down there. Embryo helps clear mental fog and doubt and brings psychic insight to your awareness for spiritual and scholastic benefit. Clears the mental fog and doubt. Isn't that Neptune? We are now in Pisces season. It's the time of recording it. Those of you who have birthdays in Pisces season, happy birthday. The smoke in the mirrors, the fog, stuff you can't see, she helps you to clear that out, to see the truth. The stone that helps bring in her energy is sodalite. The timing is May. Something may happen in May. Something happened in May. Your birthday might be in May. Your name might be May. Your mother's name, grandmother, whatever, a friend. If somebody's grandmother's name is May here, she's with you right now. You need to talk to her. Or if your grandmother's birthday is in May, one of the two. Her action, her guidance for you is to stay positive. 34 could be your age. 34 might be significant. 43, 34 years, 34 weeks, 34 days. The signs here are Pisces. There's Mercury in Pisces. And there's also, oh, I don't remember those other symbols. I have to go look it up. But anyway, I see Mercury in Pisces here. That's how I was talking about the Pisces energy. Pisceans tend to be very, very strong psychics and intellectuals. Some of you, I'm hearing the psychic protection. Some of you are being negatively influenced by other psychics, I'm being told. They're putting a lot of fog and doubt into a relationship of yours. Maybe thinking, I'm hearing if you're dealing with a twin flame, like, oh, well, you know, screw that person. And, you know, if they're not going to do something and this and union that and whatever, I don't know. I'm getting like a lot of like confusion about that, a lot of convoluted stuff. I'm seeing the mental fog in that, but I'm hearing something with twin flames there. But I'm getting that some of you are being negatively influenced by psychics. You may be a student of theirs. They could be like a spiritual teacher who's psychic, who's a tarot reader, and they're leading you down the wrong direction, the not aligned direction. They're leading you down a path that is not aligned with your true authentic self. That's what it is. And that's probably why she's helping me to get clarity on what that is. That's for quite a few of you. Some psychics, some people who do tarot, they're causing you to have doubt. They're leading you somewhere that could be very dangerous. It could be where you could be drowning in something. That's very Piscean. That's a shadow side of Pisces. You're too far deep into something. Maybe the twin flame journey, you're too far deep into a relationship. You are delusional about a relationship. You're delusional about, I have to be the one to find love. I gotta be to do it myself. My intuition is telling me. Are you sure? Because if you know in your heart of hearts, and if you keep being disappointed, and if you still feel lonely, and you still feel like you've been feeling validated by relationships, by dating, you're still feeling like you need this to fill a hole. You're not aligned with your higher self, nor are you with your purpose. So I'm getting that for somebody. So embryo is going to help those of you who picked the pink tree. So I'm going to move to the ones who picked the yellow string fairy lights. Vihuya, number 47. I'll show in a little bit. She's the angel of willpower and new beginnings. She supports you with being more motivated, being more ambitious. She brings apart new starts. Buen provecho, Yoshi. I think it's always the second reading that I do. It's Yoshi's chow time. She gives you aspirations to follow your dreams. She supports with new projects and with attaining goals. When you call upon her, I'll put the card in front of the camera. You can pause it. Say this. Call Vihuya in and say, well, I'm going to read it the way it says in the cards, but she says, I infuse you with creative passion and energy to start and successfully complete new projects. Okay, there she is. There's more of a red hue there. I do also get the red version, the red aura of Archangel Uriel. She helps Archangel Uriel with getting tasks done. Some of you maybe want to be a entrepreneur, start your own business, something like that, doing something for yourself, something creative, okay? She's giving you the motivation, ambition. Start new projects, start those things, all right? Some of you, your relationships are getting in the way of your creativity. Your relationships are getting in the way of you building something for yourself, starting a new hobby, starting something that you love to do. Even some goals, maybe weight loss, maybe a relationship where somebody is getting in the way of your health. A job might be getting in the way, your relationship with your job, your coworkers are bad influences, whatever, guys. You need to be honest with yourself with what this is. There's also the motivation and ambition to do something new. Go to a new place, move to a new place, start a new job, whatever that is. Fulfill your dreams, set new goals and standards for yourself. The stone associated with her is Amazonite. The timing is today's the day, and she's telling you there is success here. But you need to take action on following your creative pursuits. Those goals, whatever this is for you that you know you need to start, that you need motivation in. Some of you are seeking motivation from other people all the time. You're being codependent on those people. Could even be myself. Some of you maybe need somebody to motivate you. Someone who's been there, done that. Someone who's overcome a lot of these obstacles, smoke and mirrors, whatever that is. Somebody who is ambitious, who has a drive. Maybe some of you need someone who has that energy to move you forward. Like a spiritual leader like me, like a coach, something like that. You can look at my 30 Days of Light series meditation. That could be motivation for you. I highly recommend those. Today is the day to start. Today is the day to get inspired. Today is the day to do the thing. You've got this. Ask her for help. Especially if this heartbreak, this stuff, whatever this is getting in your way. You're losing your willpower, your life, your zest for life, your ambition to live. Wow. Yeah, I'm feeling very strongly. You're looking for success in love, but love is not what you should be focusing on right now, to tell you the truth. That's what Vihuya and God and the other angels are telling me right now. You being in a wonderful relationship does not mean you're going to be successful in life, guys. You need to find that success in yourself. Again, what you're really valuing, you need to start pursuing your creative talents, doing things that you want to do, starting something new, starting somewhere new, whatever that is for you. New beginnings. But this is doing something for yourself that will benefit others too. All right. The people's 47 might be significant again right there with that number. 74, 1974. 1947. 7 and 4 is 11. That's a master teacher number. Some of you are supposed to be master teachers and learning how to pull in your creative projects, your way of doing things to share with the masses. Oh, group 3, look who comes through. For those of you who chose the white cat, it's none other than Archangel Michael. If your name is Michael, this is a huge message for you. Middle name Michael. What's it called? Confirmation name Michael. I just got that. Maybe your name's Michelle too. Numero uno. Remember, you are numero uno. You come first. Or you have to understand you're number one, right? Again, me. What do I value? What's right for me? What do I really, really want to do? And why am I afraid of doing that thing that I want to do? He is the defender and protector of earth. He reveals truth, restores faith. He gives you reassurance that you have what it takes. He gives you strength, he gives you courage, he gives you resolve, and he helps you to cut cords. Call on me when you feel afraid, lonely, in despair, or are in need of courage and protection. The gemstone associated with him is sapphire. His timing is Sunday. And he's calling, his action for you, his guidance for you is for you to trust. You can pause this, screenshot it, use this to call upon Archangel Michael, or just call on him the way you see fit. There's Sun in Leo here. And a grand air trine. He's a guardian of the south, it looks like it says here. Look at the eagle. He can fly high like the eagles, right? Eagles are very intelligent. Great eyesight. They see from a higher perspective. Those of you who chose the white cat, I'm getting very strong energy here. Some of you are very powerful leaders, but he's also the revealer of truth. Not only does he carry the sword of light, but he carries the sword of truth too. He helps you to communicate your truth and to be in your truth, to follow your path of truth, and to have confidence, courage, and strength in doing that, to follow that path. Go watch my 30 Days of Light series. I believe day 11 was talking about I am worthy of being seen and heard. The day before was something about truth. I can't remember, but truth was in there. I honor my truth, something like that. I can't remember all of them. And you see with the cutting cords, some of you are trying to cut cords, but what God has shown me is that you can't really cut the cords energetically or spiritually. What you can do is cut them in the physical world. But as I said before, if you were paying attention, they are part of our soul's growth. They are part of our soul because we had a soul contract and they're still part of us somehow. What we need to do is if we cut that cord, we're cutting a part of our soul off. And I know there's all these things in spirituality about cutting cords and cutting cord rituals and stuff. Yeah, look, they can go put that out there, but I am telling you what Michael is telling me, what the truth of that is. Coming from a higher perspective, because that person was supposed to teach you something. They are teaching you something huge about yourself and your purpose, and about the world, and about what true love is, and all these other things. You cut that cord, you're cutting off a part of your soul. There it is. Thank you, Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael, for that revelation. Reveals the truth right there. He can help you cut the cords in the physical world, like I'm cutting them off from my life, right? I don't want to deal with them in the physical, but in the spiritual, There's still part of you because they're helping you to learn something. If you haven't learned it yet, this is your opportunity to learn what they're trying to teach you. Could also be about faith. Maybe your name is Faith. Something about the first, the new beginning, the first of the month. Maybe something happened on the first of the month, or you're worried about the first of the month. That's usually when rent's due. I don't know, whatever. But this is a new start. I'm hearing Michael wants you to start over. He wants you to cut the cords with things that aren't part of your truth, part of your higher self in the physical. But in the spiritual, you are learning to honor that truth about that person. Honor that truth about that job, about that situation, about that circumstance, that situationship. Honor the beauty in what it is teaching you. Honor the lesson. And the truth that it's revealing to you. And yeah, he's offering you protection, but he's also asking you to protect your heart first. It's something as silly as, oh, I'm going to call Archangel Michael for protection so that I don't get into an accident when I drink my ass off and I get in my car and I drive home drunk. Oh, Michael's protecting me. He might, maybe for a time. Maybe not. Or I'm gonna go base jump diving without any gear. Like nothing. You're gonna fall to your death. Something like that. You also need to learn to protect your energy, and that ties with like cutting cords with people in the physical world who are not for your highest good. And you know it. If you're not progressing, if you're not growing, if you're still stuck in those same patterns or you're getting worse, ask yourself an honest question. Does that person still need to be in my life? Does that job, that situation, that city, that apartment, that home, does it still need that marriage, does it still need to be in my life? Am I a better person for it? Are they helping me to heal? Or are they fluffing up my feathers just to keep me around? Are they saying these sweet nothings just to keep me in their back pocket? Whatever it is, guys, this is what you need to be asking yourselves. Look who's at the bottom. Macadil. Divine Angel of Grace and Truth. Look at this. He's the underlying energy for all of the groups. And I probably should timestamp this because I forgot to pull it up in the other groups. He helps with heart-focused grace, growth. The light of truth helps to provide you with a clean heart, helps you to be honest, and trustworthiness. I reveal the path to God and will restore the divine light in your heart to show you the way. The stone is ruby for him. The month is March, and the action is to take action. I just heard somebody's birthday is in March. March is significant for you. March is Pisces season, but it's also beginning of Aries season. That's also the spring equinox. Some of you need to take action before the spring equinox or take action in March. Something may have happened in March that is significant for you that had to deal with a heartbreak. 3/32, 23, age, dates. 3 and 2 is 5. Some changes need to be made for all the groups. Look at that. Mars and Aries is up here with the symbols. Look at that. Aries season. Some of you need to come clean. Some of you need to confess something, be honest with something. Or somebody's being honest with you to help you grow. they're revealing the light of truth to you. They're speaking, the angels speaking through them to get you to realize something about yourself, to get you to trust more, right? Revealing the path to God, restoring the divine light in your heart to show you the way. Taking action and trusting in what God tells you, what He leads you to do. All right, we're going to get a self-care card, and then I'm going to close this out. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Jesus, Mary, Mother Mary, Order of the Seraphim, Order of Melchizedek, of 100% pure, crystalline, divine light, please reveal to us for our highest good. Yeah. Here's your self-care practice at this time. Sweet treats. Treat yourself to something sweet. Or maybe this is about you understanding you are a sweet person, or I'm so sweet, I'm so nice, but I get screwed. I get fucked over. It happened to me. But that shouldn't keep you from continuing to be a sweet, kind, generous person. You gotta set your boundaries, and you still have to love anyway. It helps you, not them, but it also shows them, wow, they're not affected by all this bullshit. And some people may be regretting how they treated you, kind and generous. Maybe they offered you a gift, they baked you something, they made you something, whatever, and they took advantage of it, or they didn't appreciate it, whatever that is. They created something for you. And you're like, but I'm being so thoughtful. I'm baking them cookies, I'm baking them cupcakes, I'm baking them this, I'm doing this for them, I'm cooking them dinner, and they're treating me like they don't appreciate it, whatever. If that's a continuous pattern, stop doing it. Stop with the overgiving, stop with the overgifting. That's the cold hard truth, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, I've been there. Stop giving your power away. But this is also allowing yourself to treat yourself. Go bake. Go take yourself out to a movie. Whatever it is. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Take a walk. Maybe the sweet stuff is taking a walk or going to that bakery shop. Whatever it is. We're going to read the book to see. Oh my God, I turned right to it. I love when that fucking happens. Your mantra is, life is sweet to me. It is. You gotta stop looking at it isn't because of the heartbreak and the shit that you're going through. Look at the beauty. It's everywhere. There's sweetness everywhere. Oh, hi, Cece. Look at that. Even when our adoptive cat comes to the window, that's a sweet thing in life. Life is sweet to you. It's not trying to punish you. And people are not trying to punish you either. They're trying to get you to realize something. Indulging in a sweet treat every once in a while. Indulging in a sweet treat every once in a while so that it remains truly special can be so good for the soul. This is not the time to restrict calories. This is about treating yourself to something delightful. Head to your favorite bakery to pick up something tasty, or ask a friend or family member for a special recipe that you can make at home. Set an intention and infuse good energy into your sweet creation. Treat the process of making it and eating it like a sacred ritual. Whether you eat it alone or share with loved ones before you, take that first bite. Say a prayer to express your gratitude for the nourishment and joy it will provide. Be sure to savor every second and keep your mind clear while eating it so you can experience it mindfully. I just got a very sexual thought there. I wonder what that could be. Your journal prompt. What is your favorite food to indulge in? What does it remind you of, and how does it make you feel? But I'm getting, based on what I was channeling, treat yourself to something. It doesn't have to be something sugary. It doesn't. Or maybe some of you are restricting yourselves with sugar. It's going to make me fat. It's going to and you're denying yourself of something from your childhood. Again, be honest with yourselves here. But I do get with the self-care stuff, don't allow heartbreak to bitter you, to make you cold, to turn you into a complete bitch or asshole 24/7. When you are a sweet, kind-hearted person and people break your heart because of it, it should not mean you should stop being that way. You should stop acting like that, because that is part of your true nature. What you need to look at is, well, if they didn't value it, they didn't see the blessing in it, too bad. Tough shit. Sucks for them. They didn't value me. Oh, I'm the blessing to them, not the other way around. Now, yes, people can be blessings to us, but this is to get you to be confident in yourself. Oh no, I'm not going to be nice to people anymore, because this always happens. You know where that's going to get you? You're going to get more shit handed to you if you do that. Because that is not coming from a place of a divine feminine, divine masculine, or Christ consciousness. It's coming from a place of the lower ego. An eye for an eye, tit for a tat. Oh, well, shit, they did this to me. All these people did this to me. I'm not going to be nice. I'm hearing some males here are kind of like in this situation right now. I'm going to have a hardened heart. Hardened hearts get you nowhere. That means your heart is surrounded, it's being situated in Fort Knox, and love can't get in. How are you supposed to have a beautiful, loving life if you can't let love in? Especially if you can't love yourself. People are going to do shit. People are not going to appreciate us. People are not going to value us. Tough shit, guys. Tough shit. That's on them, not on you. It's their problem, not yours. You don't have to go above and beyond and go tell it on the mountain and stuff and to call people's attention to yourself. No, you don't need to do that either. You just need to be yourself. But kindness is one of your superpowers. Forgiveness is one of your superpowers. Unconditional love is another one. Compassion is yet another one. Because then that keeps you from being bitter at the world. We don't need more judgmental, angry, crotchety people, guys. We have too many of those fucking people on this planet, and we still have to have compassion for those. We can set the example to get those crotchety, pissed off, victim, woe is me people to change their attitude, to have more gratitude. And this is how we're going to have a more harmonious, peaceful, loving world. But it starts with each one of us. All right, so what's the final guidance for today? So again, treat yourself to something nice. And again, it doesn't have to be food. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This is so fucking hilarious because I told my partner just yesterday was the first day of Lent. I'm not Catholic anymore, but I still like to kind of practice some things because Lent during my younger years helped me in my older years for sure. I was giving up all things sugary. And now it's saying, don't deprive yourself of that. I'm like, oh. But anyway, that's just for me. Let's see what your final guidance from the angels is. Wow. Those just flew the fuck out of the deck. One got stuck on here on the table. Indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural born leader. I'm very, very strong Pisces. It could be you, could be the person that you're dealing with the heartbreak. Okay, it could be both of you. These are highly evolved children. The ones that they call autistic. Highly sensitive, natural born leader. Okay? This is to have compassion for these people, especially if you are also an indigo yourself. Be willing to forgive is the other card. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. I can't make it up even if I fucking tried. Bottom of the deck is the third eye chakra. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. Some of you need to do some third eye chakra healing. Okay, I can help with that if you need. Just email me as usual. You could even go do my 30 days of light meditations or the whatever meditations I end up putting out there. Or watch my other readings. That's going to help open your third eye too. The energy of love in all its forms. See, there's purpose in the pain like I was talking about. Forgiveness is love, but forgiveness is for you, not for them. But it helps you to teach others that you can be compassionate and understanding because you're going past what the people are doing to you in the physical world. You're digging deeper, like I said earlier, to get to really know somebody, to better understand someone, right? You can't have somebody, expect someone to know something when they haven't been taught it, right? All of you who are driving right now, did you just get in a car and just start driving like you knew? No, you had somebody teach you. You cannot learn how to drive a car, go out there on the highway without someone teaching you who's already done it to drive the car. Some of you need a better teacher, plain and simple. Some of you are having shitty teachers, and that's exactly what Michael wants me to say. Some so-called psychics, tarot readers, spiritual leaders, they're leading you off the wrong path, and it's not your path of truth, and you fucking know it. So start taking action and start finding those true leaders, those natural born leaders, those people who have walked the walk and talked the talk. Learn from them because they've already been where you are really trying to go. Past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Learning how to love even through the pain. Learning how to trust even through the pain. Learning how to have faith even through the pain. That's it. This is what I have learned to master, and I'm still growing because of it. I'm still learning. But I'm learning different ways, different types of mastery when it comes to dealing with pain and disappointment and betrayal, all those things, the hurt. I know how to heal those wounds really, really, really fast. And I'm always in a state of peace. And I'm glowing and I'm shining my light like it's the brightest fucking beacon in the universe. I am doing my thing. I am loving hard. I'm going hard. And I'm not afraid to do it. So that when the challenge comes, I'm like David in front of fucking Goliath. I'm like, come at me, Goliath. It's like King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Because I know God's behind me because I have God here. God is always here. And I have the faith to get through anything. And I will take the risk, not knowing what's going to happen. But if God led me there, if I was being obedient and He told me to go in that direction, I trust that it is for my highest good and it's helping me to grow. We are on a spiritual journey, guys. We are here to have a spiritual experience in a physical world, not the other way around. So my angels are saying, I'm good to go to wrap it up. Again, please support this channel. Send this to people because you know at least one or two people who are going through some heartbreak right now. Send it to them. Whether they believe in angels, cards, God, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Just send it. Share it with somebody. Do the whole thing, you know, supporting this channel. Again, everything in the description box. Including donations if you feel guided to. That would really, really, really help. Really, really help. Anything will help. I would really, really appreciate the help. Maybe return to you 1,000-fold. If you would like to get some mentorship from me, you want me to be your spiritual teacher, your leader, your guide, okay? Like you want to experience more peace and just true joy in your life, I'm the one to go to because I've living it right now, even through the crazy shit, I can help you get you there. Just send me an email. It's in my about page. And God willing, once I have the upside up, okay, the website up, I will put that on my YouTube channel and make an announcement, all that fun stuff. And then we can go from there. But for now, if you need my help for anything, send me an email. They're having me reiterate this again. Watch my 30 Days of Light series. That is a great start for you to be disciplined and committed. Saturn energy. Take the initiative. Aries energy. Okay? Neptune ties into spirituality, third eye stuff, intuition. Help open your third eye to get you to see with your spiritual eye, not your human eyes. Do my 30 Days of Light meditation. Start from day 1 and be consistent. Set a goal, set an alarm. Just fucking do it. It's going to change your life and the way you look at things. And that's only part of what God is asking you to do. So that being said, I pray this illuminated your well-being. Thank you so much for being with me here. And until tomorrow, go forth and radiate your powerful light. The video is now over. I am done. I need to take a piss. I gotta drain the lizard pretty bad. Some of you need to go take a walk. Go get that sweet treat. Some of you need to go exercise. Some of you need a haircut. Some of you need to shave your balls or your other nether regions. And some of you need to go put that pipe away. Something with smoking. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. This is something that I do at the end of these videos to see if anybody else watches. But anyway, those are a little bit extra messages, whoever's still here. I love you guys. I will see you when I see you. Bye.